right, everyone. Welcome to another episode of... Oh, we got to sneeze. Banana.
It's so annoying. Like, I hate it with that. Okay. Yeah, you're good now.
Okay. I am convinced that we will never start an episode of this podcast smoothly. Yeah. Like, it'll always be me, like, fubbing, like, words. Like, I think in, like, one of the episodes I edited, like, I said, like, welcome to this, like, DDT podcast or something.
Episode 5 I was listening to earlier. Just to, like, recap a little bit.
But, hey, speaking of it, But anyways, welcome to episode 10, I believe, of Cantrips and Cocktails.
Wow.
Double digits, boys.
Rolling in it.
Yeah. I apologize if might call you guys boys a lot. I've been watching Letterkenny. I know.
That's fair.
I know. What's up, boys? Anyways. So episode 10. Before we get into action, we're going to start off with a drink like we do every episode. Yeah. And so tonight I have prepared to us. See, I told you I fucked it up. I have prepared for us a little thing I like a lot. I know it as a Kentucky coffee. So it has coffee liqueur in it. I prefer grind coffee liqueur. It's amazing. And then, so it's an ounce of that, an ounce of bourbon. And then, you pretty much just do 6 to 8 ounces, whatever you're feeling, of, stout beer. And I am partial to Guinness. Yeah. So, I love it. It's nice to sip on. And so I thought it would be
delightful.
Yeah. So if you guys ever have the opportunity to make this, we're going to put the recipes up for everything we've made at some point on our social media. It's just, we got to get our act together eventually, but hey, so, cheers, y'all. What's up?
That's good.
I really like it. It's a nice one. Like when I'm here and I'm binge watching, I don't know, Mandalorian or something. Yep. Anyways, let's get into playing some Dungeons and Dragons. So the last time we were playing, it was kind of what some in like the television industry might call like a bottle episode. I like to think of it as good old downtime. So you guys had 4 days kind of to do what you wanted within Port Mara before you guys were contracted out to actually begin the expedition with Professor Fellows and his assistant, the half-orc research student, Dodrin, into the Silver Slopes. You guys went and you guys met with Dodrin, kind of saw some of the equipment you're having that you have to go into the mountains with. Celty visited her home out kind of all by itself, outside of Port Mara. You guys did a little bit of shopping, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But the biggest thing I think that happened is that Varus and Kane went to a fucking underground fight pit.
Yeah, we did.
Varus somehow Varus gambled. And let's just say, let's talk about that gambling match. Maybe the most unexciting gambling to ever happen. It's a fun, I thought it was a fun concept, like a game, like Dragon's Wars, and we might play it in the future. But just both of us were rolling terribly. Which was awesome.
Kane betting for me.
Yeah, I have no idea
do
what I'm
something.
doing. Yeah, and that was great. Yeah, then Kane fought, and I adapted some rules from Xanathar's Guide to Everything. Those rules are supposed to be if you're doing the pit fighting over the course of a whole week. I decided to do it in the course of one evening, but have it not be where we're actually having 3 fights in a row. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's what we did, and then you guys. Well, Celty, you actually stayed out at your home the final evening. So
had some tea, read a book,
and you're waking up
some coins.
Yeah, waking up bright and early to head back in the next morning. So Celty, we'll say that you're just now getting into the city, back into Port Mara. Kane and Varus, you two come awake in the early hours of the morning. In the room that you guys have been given to stay in at the Chattering Parrot. What would the two of you like to do this morning before you head to the professor's estate to head out?
I'd like to have my last real breakfast for a while.
I need a drink.
Easily done.
I'm sore.
All right. Yeah.
You fought a lot yesterday.
Easily done. Varus, it's easy enough for you to get a pretty much the meal that you've been eating every morning here in the Chattering Parrot. Some ham steak,
Nice.
eggs, fresh fruit, hash browns, that kind of meal.
Yeah.
Easily prepared. And Catherine even gives you a nice glass of wine on the house to wash it all down.
You know how to cook a chicken now too.
That's true.
Yes. Oh, that was
Very
it.
well.
That was actually a
Similar.
big thing that happened last time. Was Varus learned how to prepare a chicken?
Yeah.
Because you rolled really well. There.
I did.
Came out like a fancy.
Yeah. Kane, what were you? You said you wanted to do something.
I wanted a drink.
A
and
drink?
I wanted
Okay.
food.
All right.
And-
Yeah. Both of you can have a big meal. When you guys actually go down, Orton isn't anywhere to be seen, but Kethin's already kind of opening up for the day. She has some of the food going. But she gives you guys 2 plates. You guys eat after, I would say, 20 minutes or so. Salanop Waggletop actually walks on in.
Hey, all right.
The
Good old
Yeah,
Sally.
good old
You're
Salanop.
still here.
She goes, "Yeah, of course I'm still here. Did Simone not tell you guys?
Did she?
We're gonna share the road for a little bit. I'm heading back to Fortune Hold today, so I worked out with the professor and everything that I'm gonna travel with you guys for the first little leg of your expedition.
Oh, welcome.
I mean, that's okay, right?
Of course. The
fine.
more the merrier.
Okay. I mean, you guys didn't come check on me for like 4 days when I was, recovering in Simone's tower, but hey, that's cool.
Well, truthfully, I
You probably forgot I was there. The DM did too.
I did forget a little bit. I apologize.
That's okay.
I knew you were there. I just didn't want to visit you.
You don't have many friends, do you?
Let me rephrase. I don't like visitors whenever I'm recovering, and I just was sharing the same courtesy. It didn't come out right the first time.
Okay, sure. Yeah, okay, big guy. All right, well, so are you guys heading to the professor's now, or...
I think we have just about everything, unless there's any last minute provisions we need.
Ah, yes. One last thing. I go ahead and get a Carhadian Stout, and then I get that Ram whiskey, and I just basically make the same concoction.
Okay, all right, yeah, certainly. And you can maybe put a little coffee in there, too, to help add some flavors to it.
Wake up a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, certainly,
And
yeah.
then I just go, here we go.
Yeah, they call that a Carhadian coffee in Elrond.
We're very original.
Yeah. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can
First
serve.
thing in the morning.
You didn't get punched by 3 separate people last night.
That's true.
Although you did kill a chicken. Are you sure you don't want a stronger drink than wine? You looked a little pale. You came through, but you looked a little pale.
I am quite proud of my work. Thank you very much.
Like I said, you came through. Want to do it again?
Maybe another time.
We'll go with deer next time.
Oh, okay.
Does something a little larger scare you, Mr. Gargoyle Slayer?
Perhaps.
Yeah, we'll make a man out of it.
All right, so you guys head off from the Chattering Parrot toward the professor's estate. Celty, what do you want to do when you come to the city? I would say once you arrive just before sunrise. So I would say you have an hour before you feel like you need to head toward the professors to meet everyone.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say that she would have gone and checked on Salanop.
Saggletop.
Waggletop, right? Yeah, Salanop Waggletop. Because she wouldn't have remembered either.
We're the worst.
Yeah, she probably just would have probably walked down to the docks and then just kind of breathed in the salt air and then kind of made her way back, kind of looking through the town as everybody's starting their day.
Yeah, certainly.
And then
you see some of the
back
shops
to the
being opened up, some
professor,
shutters opened, some produce stands being
just
set up.
just soaking it in and appreciating it for a bit because she knows she's not going to see that for an indeterminate amount of time.
Absolutely.
So,
And a quick point of order, Salty.
yes.
Last time you asked Simone to identify some items for you. You
Yes.
also had a red gem that you guys got from the Magman that you cast. You'd cast Detect Magic on it at one point. One of you, I don't know which one you had. Someone has it though, and you guys learned that it had Conjuration magic
I forgot about that.
in and around it. But I know for a fact it wasn't identified last time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll let you guys, 3 of you, decide right now who actually took the gem, and I'll just tell you what it is.
One of you two. Because I only took one.
I think
Did someone actually take like? Say
I'm pretty sure Celty had it last.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you took it
If
'cause-
you said I dropped it off at Simone's.
Yeah,
to
if
get-
you want to, I can say that you just had her identify
then
that
she
as well.
probably would have just stopped by Simone's and
It was a gem of summon elemental or summon an elemental summoning gem, and it was the one that summons a fire elemental.
oh, okay.
Neato.
Oh, dear.
So I will.
That's the one that those Magmen were like tossing around the fire. That
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, dear.
Does that work by dropping it, or do you have to like intentionally will?
you got the intentionally.
You like throw it on the ground
Yeah, it has
and
to-
like
you throw it on the
shatter
ground,
and
it shatters
and will like
and an
That would be
elemental.
fun.
It basically you cast it. By shattering it, it casts the spell summon elemental, and this one
Yeah.
summons the fire elemental.
Accidentally drop it, shatters fire elemental.
Yeah.
Oh,
hey,
no.
It's friendly towards you
Uh-huh.
for an hour, then disappears, and if you lose control of it, there's all these rules. But if you lose control of it, it then hates you and your allies and tries to kill you guys.
Yeah, it does whatever it wants.
is that that's the red corundium.
Yes.
Neat.
Cool. I will add that to
Yeah.
the.
So I had that thought this week. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't think that they ever identified that. And you guys have it, so you might want to know what you got in
I
here.
forgot. Was the Vox Seeker an official item or was that a?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's from Explorer's Guide to Wild Mountain.
Gotcha.
Wild
I was
Mountain.
looking through my
Mhm.
cards here.
I also saw that I have, just thinking about those things, induce hiccups in my spell list. And
Oh yes.
What? Induce hiccups?
I have made that. Yeah, that is a spell that I homebrewed that is now available for druids in Elrond to cast,
Fun.
among
fun.
other classes.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you wanted to, you could.
I could totally do that.
Oh,
And
dear.
we'll let everyone listening at home learn what it is.
When the time comes.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty handy spell. So,
Yeah.
induce hiccups.
Okay.
Anyways, so you just want to kind of take in the city, take in the
Yeah.
smells, all that. Okay.
Yep. And
Cool.
then I'll head to Fellows after I've kind of just made a circuit.
Perfect. Yeah.
Or in there.
Yeah.
So.
Shortly after dawn, I would say probably half an hour, the 3 of you find yourselves coming together with Salinop at your side outside of the professor's estate, which is really just like a really nice townhouse.
Right.
You guys see both the horses are hitched to the wagons. The wagons are full with these empty sacks, equipment. Dodrin is checking one of the harnesses on the horse that's pulling the professor's wagon, which is that kind of like boxy, like totally encased, almost like a wagon house kind of a thing.
Yeah.
It's not like overly large. It's the size of an average wagon, but like it's just encased. Totally made out of wood. But you guys see Dodrin doing that. And then you see the back door of the professor's wagon open up, and the professor comes down. He sees you and he goes, "Oh, hello there, chaps. Are you ready for our grand expedition?
Ready to set out whenever you are.
It's always thrilling the first day of a new venture, isn't it?"
I wouldn't know.
Oh, well,
Well, it was an adventure when you came across the ocean, right? How did you feel then?
I would not call it pleasant.
Well, you're with friends now, so...
Yeah, that's true.
well, before we begin this journey, we need to get a little business out of the way. And he rolls out these, he pulls out 3 stacks of paper. He goes, "If you're going to be my employee, we must make this official, right?" And he hands each of you one of these stacks of basically like documents for you to sign to enter as
Sign our
employee.
contract.
what you guys basically get is it's signing away that Professor Fellows is not responsible for any maiming, damage, or death that happens on the expedition. However, it is also the agreement that at the end of this journey, starting from this day until the return to Port Mara, Professor Fellows owes each of you 10 gold for every day of work.
And this is supposed to be a 2-month journey, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's a pretty penny.
It's a good salary.
Yeah. So that's basically the gist of it. Is like, hey, you can't see me, but I'm giving you guys a shit ton of gold after all this is over.
Your standard fare. Yeah.
What was Celti's like? Because I know she basically called herself a subcontractor. Like, was she being directly hired by Fellows at this point? Because I know, what was his name? Dodrin, like, was like, oh yes, we hired her. But like,
what you see in it is your contract pretty much matches the two of theirs.
Okay.
Word for word. You think Dodrin just kind of got something put together?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Dodrin's a good lad.
I take an intense look over the contract with my glasses on.
Okay.
Which actually makes it incredibly difficult to read.
Yeah.
But do I notice anything in the fine print that might raise any red flags from any other contracts I've filed in the past?
Make an investigation check at disadvantage because you're looking at through terrible glasses.
That's fair. That is fair.
Yeah.
I just realized my dice rolling is complete opposite away from the mic. You said investigation?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So the 14 was one, 15 total.
How much?
15.
15. Okay. Yeah, it looks typical, standard expedition exploring kind of contract.
Cool. Not signing away my soul. Got it.
I'm gonna wait for Kane to sign his name, and I'll be like, "Did you read the invisible ink?"
I just push up the glasses. Yes. What did yours say? Mine said I'm a great guy. He loves my blue skin.
Oh, it was just a little passage clause stating, if you can read this, good. You're of high caliber, and Fellows expects us to throw him a little birthday party in 2 weeks' time because that's when his birthday is. He loves being woken up with loud noises on his birthday and venison tartare.
Roll a deception check, Salty.
I was going to say, can I make an insight check on this?
Sure.
Ooh, my insight's not great.
17.
Would I
4.
also need to roll?
Yeah, okay. You believe.
I just go, yeah, no, I saw that too. It was on like the back of the second page, right? Yeah.
Should I roll for that?
No, I didn't say it to you. I mean, if you overheard.
Are either the two of you going to read through any parts of the contract?
Yeah, I'll do like the normal scan through.
Just roll an investigation check.
I hate you, by the way.
17.
17. Nice. You glean a little bit more than Kane did.
Mm-hmm.
It does seem like a pretty typical standard kind of contract.
Mm-hmm.
However, you do notice on the last page there is a subsection that
about
says,
a birthday party?
No. That while in the employ of the professor, the group traveling is to refer to themselves as the professor's fellowship.
I missed that.
I'm going to strike through. I'm going to strike through that and initial it, and then I'll sign the contract.
Okay. All right.
And see if he catches on to that.
Okay. All right.
Oh, man.
Oh, dear.
Thanks, I hate it. That's great.
It's amazing.
Professors, fellows,
Better than naming it after some lemonade or something like that. Right?
Yeah.
We did that to ourselves.
That's actually
we deserve
my
that.
wife's idea.
We deserve that.
I love it.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's too good not to use.
I love it.
That's great.
Okay.
That is great. I like to think that Kane actually read that part and just went, yeah, I've been referred to worse.
So you guys sign your contracts?
Yep.
You return them. Dodger picks them up. He kind of files them away in this like little sack that he has. He's keeping track of a lot of stuff for this expedition.
Mm-hmm.
Then Professor comes back around and you see him kind of flourish out his keys, walks his front door and goes, "Now we're off." And he gets in his wagon and he goes, well, let's go. And he just shuts the door to his wagon. Dodrin climbs up into the front seat of that wagon and goes, one of you guys needs to drive the other wagon.
Who's had
The other two can ride. One of you can ride with me if you want, or all three of you can ride in the equipment wagon. But yeah, that was a really good send off by the professor. Okay, let's just go.
I'll hop up shotgun with Dodrin.
Okay.
So
All right, cool.
Have you ever driven a carriage
Um,
or a wagon?
And Salinop is already in the back of that equipment wagon.
Gotcha.
Like she's spread out on some like the canvas bags, and she's
Just
like she
big chillin'.
has her arms back behind her head, and she's just already starting to doze off.
Nice.
I may or may not have already forgotten that she was there.
It's good for you.
I don't believe that's probably a solid no from Varus.
You've ridden in carriages.
Yeah.
I was about to say, who am I
definitely
kidding?
ridden in carriages.
You definitely don't look like the kind of person that's driven a carriage. Hell no. What am I talking about?
you have tons of experience with carriages and carts. Just
Yes,
never in the front seat.
it's correct.
I hop in the driver's seat, but then I yell back at Sound and I just go, have you ever driven one of these before?
Yep.
Do you want to?
Nope.
Got it. I guess I got it.
All right.
I'm happy to learn if
Just watch, take notes.
I can do that.
I'm not going to explain everything because half the stuff I do, I don't know how to explain in words. I just do.
All right. Well, Kane. Well, you guys kind of unceremoniously set off without any fanfare. And you just pull away. But that's kind of the case here in Ubiquitous with these kind of expeditions. There's no grand, they're going on expedition. Everyone's always going on expedition. It's kind of the standard day.
Yeah.
Just another group going out.
Yep.
Kane, just for fun, roll me an animal handling check.
Oh, I was afraid of that. That's a +0. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, not too bad.
13.
Okay. Yeah, you're fine.
Sorry, 13, Mr. Microphone.
It's all fine. So about 3.5 days pass of you guys traveling on a road out of Port Mara. You're taking a road that angles southwest. You guys are almost like the Silver Slopes are to your left, like within eyesight. But where you guys are going, it's been pointed out to you, is actually in the far southwestern portion of the Silver Slopes. So you guys are going to take this road down and then cut into the Silver Slopes. So you're not spending too much time in that treacherous terrain, and you can make a little bit faster time. But in about 3.5 days, you guys do come to the town of Carisvale, which is right there nestled up against the Silver Slopes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's about 3.5 days from Port Mara. At that point, in the time between them, you guys can kind of do whatever you want. You guys can have some conversations, try and talk to the professor, try and talk to Dodrin. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. But you guys, through the journey and through kind of just some conversation around mealtime and things like that, Salinop is going to depart with you guys at Carsvale, and she's going to then kind of cut back north toward Fortunehold at that point.
Gotcha.
Okay. That all tracks.
I lean over to Dodrin as we're kind of riding side by side
Mhm.
since I've caught up to him with the
Yeah.
wagon. How good are you at fixing finer things?
Are we talking porcelain or lace?
Metal and glass?
No good with those.
So I pull up my glasses and I just go, you have no way of...
Oh, here, hand me that.
Okay, yeah.
And actually, let me confirm that he can do this.
Figured
Yeah.
I'd ask.
You see, he just passes his hand over it, and you see just a light arcane puff of smoke happens, and he hands them back to you, and your glasses are almost like as good as new.
So the crack through the lens is gone as well?
Gone.
Yeah.
They're not bent. They're straight out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he casts a little mending cantrip on it and hands it back to you.
Still can't see out of him because my eyes are blind.
maybe with as broken as it were, he did like 3 or 4 passes with mending, but he did eventually mend the glasses that you have.
Thank you, Dodrin.
Yeah, certainly. If you need anything else, I can. I'm pretty good with scuffed jeans as well.
I don't know what those are.
Yeah, me neither. It was a DM's Freudian slip.
What's denim?
Dodrin, what do you use to pass by the time in your thoughts on the road with the professor?
Oh, well, as you can tell, it's a lot of time by myself. And we'll say this is probably the second or third day. And the professor only comes out in the evenings. He spends the rest of the days riding in the back of his little house wagon.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, so I I don't know. I like looking at the scenery. I like, looking at different plants and animals. I like reading, but it's kind of hard to do that while,
Right.
the wagon is moving.
I understand.
Sometimes I think of what are cool spell concepts, and I try to come up with. I'm not very good at it, but I like to think about like if I were to make a spell that would be Dodrin something. What would that be?
Have you actually like had any of those come to fruition yet?
I tried to do one that would like change your hair color, but it your hair always turns out just green.
Oh, that's better than what I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say it just lit on fire.
Well, that happened a couple times too.
I feel like that might actually be useful though. Light someone's
You
hair
think
on fire. I mean, if you're in a sticky situation, someone's hair on fire.
Maybe I'll look
That's
at
very distracting.
Maybe I'll look into that some more.
I'm just saying, don't look at it as a failure. Just look at it as a left turn.
That's a good way to put it, Kane.
Also, you want to have some fun?
How so?
I hand the reins over to Varus and I just go, just keep it steady. And while we're side by side, I reach over and just like while staring at Dodrin, I use my tail and just start smacking the side of the professor's car.
And you just hear from inside the car, "Blast! Damn it! Stop that!
Sorry, it's a bumpy road, sir."
That's
Whack, whack.
There's no excuse. You're my employee now.
Oh no, it's rocks being kicked up by the wheels, sir.
Then drive smoother.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like there's a big pothole coming up.
Oh, let me borrow.
I was supposed to, I just punched this.
All right.
Sorry, sir, there was no way we could have avoided that. That spanned across the
And
road.
at this point, one of the curtains on the there's like 3 or 4 windows on the side of this thing opens, and you see the professor's head just sticks out, and he goes, "Don't do that again."
While he's doing that, is it possible I could sneakily reach down with my tail and grab a rock on the road, or is that too much of a stretch?
That's too much.
Okay.
You're up. It's down low.
Okay.
Yeah,
I wanted to see, but
there's no way.
That's fair.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do before Salanop departs from you guys at Kara's Vale?
I'd say I have no idea what on earth I would talk to her about.
That's okay. No, that's fine.
Just
Okay.
the normal pleasantries of,
Yeah.
Ooh,
oh, it's good to meet you, glad you're alive.
All right. Yeah, when you guys come into Carsville, it's your typical medieval D&D kind of fantasy town nestled right next to a mountain. You guys are just passing through, so there's really nothing to know. You're not even staying the night here. It's about mid-morning when you guys arrive there. But Salanop just hops down. She goes, "Well, it's been fun, guys. If you guys are ever in Fortune Hold, look me up. I'm a waggle top, so I'm not hard to find."
I guess the only other thing, if you ever, I need a library, a big one. If you can ever maybe help me out.
You want me to get me into the Mysterium Company's main library in Fortune Hold?
Well, not right this minute, but
If you ever just look me up, I can get you in.
that would be much appreciated.
The name has some swag.
There's
Just remember, waggle top.
Yes.
All right.
I just lean over and just whisper, just like, "This is his way of flirting."
And she looks. She goes, "He's too tall. He's not my type."
He doesn't know that.
No, okay. Well, I mean, he is kind of cute, but anyways, yeah. No, if you guys ever find yourself in Fortune Hold, I can't say that it's been weird. Doing things with you guys has been weird.
Yes.
Yes.
But I can't say I, didn't enjoy myself in a way. I mean, you guys are kind of involved in me losing 6 months of my life.
Well,
time's a weird thing, but
I like to think that we helped save multiple years of your life.
that is one way of looking at it. I mean, you didn't save me. I mean, I wasn't a captive. I was,
but
playing possum. But yeah, sure, we can go with that.
We helped. It was a mutual, beneficial
Yeah, if that makes
course of
that
action.
makes you feel better, makes me feel fine. We can say that.
It's nice to know you.
Yeah, sure. Look me up. Yeah, if you guys ever want to go monster hunting or something when you're in Fortune Hold, that'd be kind of fun.
My scale ear holes perk up. I had the thought, and then I realized I don't really have ears. I have
You have little
holes.
fin things that
Whatever I have on the head area perks up.
Yeah, we can we can head into I don't know. There's always some kind of sea monsters in the Court and Sea. We could take a boat out, or we could just see if there's any monsters in and around Fortune Hold that we can smash and all that. It's kind of fun.
That sounds lovely.
Awesome. All right, see you guys. And she just turns and just walks down a different street, and you guys watch this small, little armored up artificer just disappear.
Bye.
Dodrin says, "Man, she's kind of fun."
Kind of.
Kind of. That's a good description.
Okay. Well, and the professor goes, "Now, can we please get on with our journey?"
So impatient.
Professor, is there anything we need to get while we're here?
No, we're all stocked up.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right. And Dodrin goes, yeah, Professor, we're going. Yeah. And then the wagon pulls away.
Which, by the way, you said 2 weeks until his birthday?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Okay, so we're 3 days in.
Mm-hmm.
I got 11 more days. Got it.
You guys travel about 4.5 more days out southwest out of Carsvale before you then turn in to the Silver Slopes. So at this point, this is when we're going to start doing something that I don't know what will happen.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah.
I was about to say,
okay.
before we get to that, on the nights, whenever we stopped and camped and stuff, could I go ahead and start reading the book that I got from Professor Fellows?
Certainly. Oh, also, to point out, I don't know if you guys remember, but, or if I even said, there are 2 tents. The professor sleeps in his wagon. There are 2 tents for you guys.
Okay.
So it's 2 and 2. So 2 of you have to bunk up, and then one of you is going to have to share a tent with Dodrin. It's up to you guys to decide how that gets divvied up.
How cold is it?
It's late autumn, and it'll only get. You guys did buy some like warm clothes last session, so like as you guys, it's not bad. It's not bad right now, but you guys do. The weather at night, you do anticipate that as you guys are going to the mountains, it is going to get colder in the evenings, colder and colder as you guys go more and more up in elevation.
As long as it's pleasant, Celty would probably sleep outside. Like just in a sleeping bag kind of thing.
I was actually about to say the same. I'm just curled up in a ball next to the fire.
All right, yeah. So. Dodrin will not begrudge that, and he'll happily take a tent home. So I'm sure Varus is the same way.
Yup. Yup.
All right.
If y'all want to sleep outside,
that's fine. Yeah, so you're going to start reading that book?
Yep. The Baron's book.
Okay, I am not going to give you any of the details in it yet. I'll give you those at certain touch points of you making progress through it.
Sounds good.
But I will say that when you open it up, there is a dedication.
Okay.
And the dedication by the author Falcon Ironfist says this. I knew the Baron and the one before him. Both influenced my life in ways I wouldn't fully appreciate until much later in life. Now that I look back on the events that have brought me to where I am filled with gratitude for both Mareshi Barons that I had the distinct pleasure of knowing. The first brought me to the friends that would one day become the family I had yearned for so long. The second was just what the valley needed, to go from being a nestled away community that didn't care for the rest of the world to the center of culture and ingenuity on Peturia. To both, I am indebted more than I could ever express. Falcon Ironfist.
Oh. Okay.
Internal screaming.
Interesting.
So, yeah, that's just dedication. Well, we can touch on other points
Sounds
as you read more. Yeah, you read in the first little bit. You gather that this first Baron that it talks about in the book was a counselor, like high advisor to the king of some far off kingdom called Atron, and that he was considered very like a beloved advisor by that king. That's pretty much what you get from
the
first
gist of it.
Yeah, the gist from the first part of the book.
Okay.
Yeah. So now that you guys are entering the Silver Slopes proper, this is how it's going to work. So from where you guys are to the region, the area that it is believed to be where this monastery was housed, that the professor has worked out where the monastery is housed, it's about 14 days with the wagons from where you guys are to that part in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Each day, I'm going to roll a d6.
Okay.
Based on the roll that I roll, I have my own chart thing that I'm not going to tell you guys about. Based on my own roll, it will then determine whether or not you guys have to roll on a random encounter table that I have.
Fun.
So in a way, I don't even know what's totally going to happen.
all right.
Because some of them are then on the random encounter table. Then we roll again to figure out what actually happens.
Nice.
So Anyway,
nice.
Dragon. So this is your all's first day heading into the mountains. Okay. Just a day of travel.
Okay.
And in this time, after I say another day passes, you guys can stop me at any point in time to say, like, I want to talk to so-and-so, or I want to do this, or I want to do that, if you guys haven't said anything yet. Okay? So first day, without incident, you travel in. I will say throughout this whole time, the professor comes out, eats his meals, and he goes immediately, like, you guys thought you'd be spending a lot of time talking to the professor, and really apart from the few times he's poked his head out to, like, yell something at you guys, like, drive more smoothly, that kind of thing.
Right.
Very little interaction. You guys are actually spending a lot more time with Dodrin than you are with the professor.
I'd probably at some point during the evenings.
Yeah.
So Dodrin, what does he do all day?
So he has his comforts in there. As much as he likes to tout himself as like a great explorer and part of the Seekers Guild, I mean, the man likes his creature comforts. He kind of looks around. He looks over his shoulder to make sure the professor isn't looking out of his wagon. He goes, "So, the wagon's more than just a wagon. I'm not. The professor would be mortified if I ever made anything. But if you ever get the chance to like poke your head inside or go in it, you should check it out. It's pretty astonishing what he's got going on in there.
Really?
Yeah, well." And you see it on Dodrin's face, this expression of kind of like I can't believe that like he's not sharing almost expression comes across Dodrin's face. He's thinking about it because, but hey, it's fine. Like I'm getting to know you guys. You guys are great. I mean, you guys are the heroes of Port Mara. You stopped the gargoyles and you guys fought fire elementals in the forest. I mean, you guys are heroes.
Puff out my chest a little bit.
Yeah, you guys are. You guys are all people we're talking about in Port Mara when I got back from Leet with all the supplies. It was incredible.
While he's puffing out his chest, I just take one of my claws and I just kind of poke him in the belly.
Yeah, so you poke.
Deflate him.
Poke Forrest in the belly.
That hurts.
So Dodrin's just like essentially his assistant.
Yeah.
That like.
Yeah, research assistant. Yeah.
Okay.
If you guys remember, he wears kind of like some like scholarly, like typical scholar clothes. He's a half orc. Long hair that he wears back in a ponytail. He has like horn rimmed kind of glasses. For he's not your typical looking. I say typical looking. There's no typical looking half orc, but he's not as broad shouldered as some half orcs you have seen. He's a little more slender in build, and he's just very bookish.
Is the professor a magic user? Would I know if
you don't? You have no idea. No idea. Okay. You've never seen him cast a spell.
Okay.
You've seen Dodrin cast Mending, so you think Dodrin knows at least some magic. Yeah.
Dodrin, what do you want to get out of this position that you have with the professor? What are your dreams?
I want to make one big discovery. I want to be like the great explorers during the mingling of the world when explorers are setting out from Peturia and Karhad to new and strange lands and interacting with new people, learning about the world, having knowledge expanded. I want to discover something new.
We're probably on the right path for that then.
Yeah, I mean, I figured Ubiquitous was the best place to find it right now. So that's why I came here.
Seems a safe bet.
What do you guys want? I mean, where are you guys? People don't come to Ubiquitous and excuse me, Kane, but Dragonborn don't really, hang out with non-Dragonborn unless they're looking for something. So what do you guys got going on? What's your deal?
As this conversation starts, I just stand up and just start cutting down one of the nearby trees with my great axe.
And you see, the two of Salty and Varus, you see Dodrin kind of lean away from Kane as he walks away, and he goes, Did I say something wrong?
We haven't really known each other all that long, but he never seems really keen on talking about those things.
Actually, I would stick to the topic of books with that one, surprisingly.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that.
As for me, lately I've just been going where people have been telling me I should go.
Well, that's That's certainly one way to find a calling, I guess.
Callings are another matter, but that's okay.
While chopping, I just yell, Varus, tell them about your flowers.
Thwack. Thwack. Your flower.
My flowers.
Are you into horticulture?
I, in a sense, I suppose. It's a very long story. Let's just say, I'm not really allowed at home right now. In the sense I would prefer. I guess we're kindred spirits in a way, Dodrin. I know there's something out there that I'm looking for. I don't really know what it is, but I know it's here.
Interesting. That's kind of neat, Varus, I gotta say. Like, yeah. And you see now that Dodrin feels more of a kinship with you, that he knows that you guys have similar desires.
Yeah.
And then, so that's, you guys can then bed down. That's the end of your first day of travel into the actual Silver Slopes.
I will say,
yeah.
Because I have a 4-hour sleep, right?
That's true. Yes.
So I'll wait till everyone else goes to sleep.
Okay.
I'm gonna wild shape into a spider.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and sneak inside the wagon. Just to look.
Okay.
Just to look.
Okay.
I'm real curious now.
Okay.
I want to know what he's hiding in there.
Okay. All right. So you wild shape into a spider.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Roll an investigation check to see if, as the spider, you can find anything anywhere on this wagon that you might be able to squeeze in.
Ooh, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Well, let me get the spider's stats pulled up to make sure I'm using the right intelligence.
It would be your intelligence.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's my intelligence. Yeah. Then investigation is +1 for a 17.
Okay. This is a very well constructed wagon, but you do figure out that the base of that door on the back end of the wagon, there's just it's uncomfortable, but there's just no space where you can, in that spider's form, pull and push and pry your way through under that door. Yeah.
Nice.
So you go in, as you push through, and you're in on the inside of the wagon, and you're a spider, and you just look up because everything's up from your vantage point, and you have to stop yourself for a second, and you think, is it because I'm in a different form? Am I not quite used to like reassessing size as a spider? Because inside is a full, almost mansion.
Yep.
You're in like an entry foyer, and to your left there's a dining room. To your right is a sitting room. You see a staircase leading up to rooms away, and it's not like there's not like marble and palace. It's made out of wood. But it's enormous.
It's a full house.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm grumpy now.
You don't know.
I don't know, but I know I'm grumpy.
Kane just rolls over in his sleep.
I know. Dreaming of it. Oh, what a dick. Yeah, I'd probably. Ooh, I only get. What is it? Level divided by 2.
Yes.
I think that's what the time limit is. So
it's your druid level. Yeah, it's half your druid level.
So I still only get 1 hour, I think, because I assume it rounds down.
Yeah, it definitely rounds down.
Well, then...
Yeah, you get an hour as a spider.
Yep. I'll wander around through that foyer for a little bit. Probably can't get much further than that.
Yeah, no. And you go into the dining room, you go into the sitting room.
Yeah.
Off the sitting room is like a small study. And if you poke your head there, you realize that's where the professor probably spends his days. Because there's maps and papers and books just out everywhere in there. While the rest of this wagon home is still pretty well put together and untouched.
So, well, I will grumpily make my way back out, I suppose.
Okay. All right.
And, yeah. What a jerk.
Okay, so the next morning comes.
I get it.
Yeah. So that was your first evening in the Silver Slopes. And you guys aren't in the true peaks yet. You guys, you're kind of on a path that's leading up into the wilderness. But over the next days, you guys will get progressive. Eventually, you guys will break off of the path and be in true, like, almost like having to hack your way through.
So how many days have we been on the road?
About 8 days now.
8 days. Okay.
You guys, this is you guys are. We're about to start the morning of your 9th day on the road.
Okay.
Okay. So,
can I keep an eye out for any area that might be good for hunting a deer?
yeah. Roll a survival check as you guys are traveling on this. This is just on the 2nd day as you guys are traveling. I'm going to roll for
deer. Roll for deer.
Okay.
You said nature?
Yeah.
14. Or 14, yeah.
There could or could not be any deer in the area that you guys travel through on the 2nd day. Nothing does happen on the 2nd day as well.
Okay.
So you all bed down, have an evening meal with Dodrin. The 3rd day comes about of you guys being in the Solar Slope, your 10th day of travel.
Okay.
This one, something... Okay.
Something sucks.
There is going to be an encounter. So I'm going to choose one of you to roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go around our seating arrangement. So I'm going to start with Varus.
Ooh. Okay.
Ben thought I was starting with him. I'm starting with Colin.
I knew I was going second no matter
Just
what.
a single D20.
Oh, I could have started with this.
He's going to start here and then go to...
Yeah, just a single d20.
8.
Still so
Okay. Interesting.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, I hate it when a DM says interesting.
As the morning and you guys begin to break camp, remind me of everyone's passive perceptions real fast.
Passive.
I think
I believe it's
15 for us.
I think that's right. Yep.
Okay.
12 for you.
Varus and Celti. The whole time you guys have been awakened, Varus, for you, the whole time you've come kind of out of your sleep trance.
Yep.
There's been some thing different. Not wrong, just different. And as you all bring down the camp and you've doused the fire from last evening, that's when you realize what it is. There's a deep, almost rhythmic rumble that you almost feel in your body, shaking your body. Just a deep... And it's just that kind of deep rumbling, almost sensation where you more feel it than hear it. And it took you guys a while to pick up on what it was that's happening.
Should I be concerned about that sound?
Dodrin says, what sound?
Yeah, what sound?
What? There's a... I have no reference for anything like this. It's low, deep sounds, almost...
And then now that he's pointing out to you, Varus is pointing out to you, Kane, you're feeling it, and you see Dodrin go, oh, you're right. What is that?
I hoped someone else might know.
Okay, and he said, okay, there's 4 of us. We each pick a direction and just move out from the camp slowly. See if you can see anything. Just go about 20 yards and see if there's anything. Because you guys kind of made your camp in like a little a clearing of trees.
Okay.
He goes, I'm going to go this way, and he just kind of points north.
Would any of this ring a bell from previous expeditions by any chance?
Make a nature check.
Oh, I have a -1 in nature. I hate this. Oh, shit. 15.
15. Okay. Kane, it reminds you of something, but you can't quite place it.
Oh.
And as Dodrin takes a few steps away from it, it clicks. It's snoring. That's something really big. Snoring.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
I just immediately just go, Dodrin, come back, come back.
What's wrong?
Come back.
What's wrong?
We need to get out of here quickly.
Why?
And quietly.
Quiet. And he looks back the way and goes, quietly?
As best as we can.
Okay.
We need quiet.
But why? What's happening?
That's snoring of something very large.
That's snoring?
Can we take 10 minutes and I can ensure our silence?
I mean, I don't know how long things been here, but we slept with this. Maybe we're okay. Why? What can you do?
I can silence us.
Okay.
Like, magically.
Go for it. That
Okay.
sounds great.
So I'd say I've got my axe out.
Hold on, let
and
me
I'm
look
now
at
just,
the details of
surveying.
this. How close are the it's 120. Oh, okay, so I can choose a spot. Does a I'm looking at this. I'm trying to figure out. Is it? Can I cast it on an object? Is it like light, or is it?
No, you pick a spot in space. Like you pick a location, and then it expands. It doesn't move. It's like it creates a stationary. If you're talking about the spell silence,
Yes,
it creates a zone. It's like zone of truth. It creates a zone of silence.
Gotcha.
It doesn't move.
Yeah,
I haven't changed my spell. I prepped spells for road and haven't changed them since. I think I may be able to do something as well. I can't guarantee
this whole time just.
But something that will maybe muffle the sounds in a small circle around us. I can't guarantee it'll be perfect, but it's worth a shot.
Yeah, I think that mine won't. I was wrong. Don't believe it. I'm a liar. Don't believe anything I say.
That's okay. We're all in this together. That's fine. Like Dodrin is Mr. Like teamwork.
We got this, guys.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. As we try to... Actually, I guess I'll go ahead and do it now. I will cast Pass Without a Trace.
Oh,
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
And,
yay!
yeah.
Okay.
Try and muffle
Who are
our
you?
sounds.
Who are you? You did.
So it's on self, and it's a 30-foot radius.
Okay, so as long as
around me.
Okay, so any creatures within 30 feet of you have plus 10 on their stealth checks, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And the way it describes it is a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Great. So
Yeah, it's more effective.
yeah, Varus casts that. Perfect. So do you guys want to go ahead and try and make your way out of this area and back, make more further progress?
I think
believe-
so.
Yeah,
Forward is the way to go.
And I'm assuming stealthily.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so as you guys are leaving this area with your wagons,
Yep.
I will say it's not going to mute the wagons,
Okay.
but it will help the horses be a little quieter in their pulling. That's what I'm going to say the effect is on the horses.
So, a question: was this right as we woke up, or was it?
You don't know. It was as you guys are breaking down, you then started to notice this. It was like you woke. You think that you woke up to it to where you weren't immediately aware of it.
Right. If we were breaking down camp, Celty would have probably already put on her armor then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to roll for Dodrin and the horses.
Okay.
The professor's in his he already ate food and went back in when you guys realized what it was. So the professor hasn't been holding.
Yeah, he has
He's
no idea.
in his wagon.
Best not excite the professor.
So I'm going to. Okay. So this one is for the horse pulling the professor. Okay.
That's good.
And it's a plus 10.
Yes.
Okay.
You get to add 10 on top of whatever it is, which is fortunate.
And then do we have to roll as well?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone roll and let me know what your stealth roll is.
And I'm with disadvantage because heavy armor.
All right, Varus, what'd you roll?
Total 15.
15. Critical fail.
Uno.
All right, critical fail.
30.
What'd you roll? 18.
I have a +2 and +10 with the. That's without a trace.
All right.
I'm a stealthy barbarian for some
disappeared.
reason.
That's good. That's good. Okay.
I'm assuming that the plus 10 doesn't help my critical fail.
No, it does not help. Well, I mean, it would make it what, an 11?
Yeah.
Because you don't have any. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well,
It's a sloppy 11.
as you all come out of this grove that you guys had camped in, you guys are actually moving pretty quietly. So your armor is making a little bit more noise than anything else is, but it's not terrible right now. What you all realize is because you all make camp pretty much at dusk, so the lights are already kind of low. And what you all realize, and I know like Celtic, you have dark vision and all that, but as you all were making camp, what you mistook for on the other side of this set of trees, a lump of stones and rocks. As you all come around it, you all see this hill giant sleeping there. And as you all are making your way past, you all do manage to get past the hill giant with your 30 stealth. I had that negate the natural one because that was for level 3. That's a really high stealth roll.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. I was like, 18.
You all do manage to move past this sleeping hill giant
Thank you.
without issue.
Never thought I'd be the stealthy one as a barbarian.
You all out of tension, remain silent for the next hour. And then finally Dodrin goes, oh my gosh, that was wild. Did we sleep next to a hill giant all night?
What it would appear.
I think so.
Welcome to adventure.
That was... I feel... And you see, like, Dodrin looks at his hands, like, as he's riding alongside the wagon. He goes, or riding in the wagon. And he goes, I feel... that was exhilarating. I want to chase this feeling.
No,
I just grabbed the reins from Dodrin and I'm going to start driving the cart and let him just kind of ride this high.
Yeah, perfect. And you guys see like a spark in Dodrin's eyes that you guys hadn't noticed before.
No.
So.
Oh no.
Kane, I need some ale.
Is it in the equipment wagon or is it in the...
It's in the equipment wagon.
All right.
Yeah.
I hand him the reins, climb over, and clunkily get...
Varus, that was the first time you ever saw a giant in person.
Yeah. I did a self roll to see. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Varus is shook.
All right, yeah.
I come back with two things of ale. Actually, no, 3. Come back with 3. Hand 1 to Varus, hand 1 to Dodrin. Where my mind just went blank for a second. Cool.
That's okay.
And then I have the other for me.
And Dodrin goes, yeah, I think this is... Cheers, guys. Cheers. And he just starts drinking it. Exciting.
Celsi is just like, what the fuck? Where's mine?
I had to balance. That's how many I could fit in one hand. I'm sorry.
She just like... She's driving the car. Okay, best not to drink and drive. Okay, fair enough.
Before you know it, I've now scrambled back, gotten another one, and passed it along.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
But you all pretty much take the rest of your... What is this, the 11th day? I believe. Yes.
I think so.
Yes, the 11th.
That's right.
You guys take the rest of this 11th day, just kind of reliving what you all just did.
Yep.
When you all make camp for the night and the professor finally comes out, he goes, my word, you all seem very odd. What happened?
We slept next to a hill giant.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we slept next to a hill giant.
What, last night?
Yeah, we didn't want to bother you with it because we didn't want to disturb you.
And we got past it without issue?
Yep. Surprisingly.
I think so.
Yes, Dodrin here fended him off single-handedly, and we all rode down the road, and he ran by and caught up with us.
Fellows gives Dodrin like a slap on the shoulder, goes, well done, boy. And Dodrin goes, it was so exciting.
He's still in just shell shock.
All right, so that was day 11. I'm going to roll for day 12.
Still looking for deer, by the way.
Okay, roll another perception check for me. Or survival check, sorry, survival.
Ooh, survival.
Can I help him since I'm like I want this to go through?
I'm sure not helping.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
that's a natural 20 on the first roll, so
no.
the total of 22.
Oh no.
Yeah, so day 12, you don't see anything. You guys are still. I'm sorry. There's just
No,
you guys
you're
are
good.
still too much on like the well-traveled path. Pathways where deer avoid this.
deer. You go across highways.
Right, in our world.
Okay, so you have smart deer. Okay, cool.
Where like they're used to human beings. Like this is a very, I'm going to use a word, virgin land. Like they're not accustomed.
That's fair. That's
Okay.
fair.
Anyways, so nothing. I'm sorry.
No.
On day 13,
But you're sure there's nothing.
or on day 12.
Yeah.
On day 13, I need someone, Celti, to roll me a 20.
Oh boy.
So this is 2 days after the hill giant.
I don't add anything, right? Just a straight up 20.
Just a straight 20 roll.
12. I don't like that.
Okay. So
For our viewers,
on-
our listeners, he was giving a mischievous smile.
no, it's amusing. On day 13, about midday, right before you guys would take a short break to kind of pull out some of the dry rations and things that are in the equipment wagon for a meal. As you guys are stopping, you're pulling all that down. Dojin goes, "Is that a cow?" And you guys just see standing in the middle of the road in front of the wagons is just a cow.
What?
Are cows even normal to this land?
Roll a history check.
The history of the cow.
I feel like I don't know if I should be concerned that there's a cow or not. 11.
I mean, cows in mountains are kind of weird.
Should we be alarmed?
I lean over to Dodrin and say, we should go around. In this area, they're quite important members of the ecology here.
But it's a cow.
While she's saying that, I pop down and I'm going to go just push it on the back to just get it off the road.
Oh no.
Just kind of like pat it as I'm pushing.
It kind of like goes a few steps and then stops again. It's still in the middle of the road.
I just go, come on, buddy. Come on. Let's just keep going, please. Please don't be bad.
I would say over the course of about 10 minutes, you get it off the road and onto like a little like clearing that's off to the side. Sure.
That seems about right.
Pat it on the head, give it a couple pets, and I'm just going to stay out of the road. Just hop back on. Good talk. Good. Hop back on the wagon.
Okay.
Boris, can't you speak with animals? Couldn't you have just asked it to move?
Well, I didn't want to interrupt my good friend Kane here.
I immediately just glare at you.
I was going to at least give it a farewell. Wish it well.
And in the time that Kane has walked back to the wagon, the cow is now back in the middle of the road.
Not gonna lie, I saw that coming.
Yeah.
Well,
why is everything I do useless?
Well, I suppose that we are at an impasse.
Here's your chance.
I do have it prepared. I prepared it for the road.
All right.
Mr.
So I
Speak with Animals.
will cast Speak with Animals.
All right.
And yeah, I'll just walk up and hello.
Oh.
I'm terribly, terribly sorry. We do need past you through this path. Could I please ask you to move?
Hey.
Hello. Can is everything going well with you here?
It's a nice day.
It's a wonderful day.
Mm-hmm.
Could I?
Yeah.
Could I ask you to step maybe about 20 steps that way, and I'll just point off towards, like you said, there's a small clearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll point into the clearing.
How much is 20?
Just start walking, and I'll tell you when you're good.
Okay. He just plods over there. At one point, he kind of stops, look back, and he's about like, his ass is still on the road.
Yeah.
He's like, this good?
A little bit further.
Okay. Eventually makes his way into the corner, and he goes, this good?
That is just perfect.
Okay, you're welcome. And then he starts making his way back.
As soon as I'm like, Dojin, go.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. And Dojin's like, yeah. You guys are rolling past, and he does stop and watch the wagons go by.
This is why I said we should just go around.
Well, I wish you very well in all of your escapades here in these woods.
Thank you. What are woods?
Well, not important.
How is he even here?
It's a good question. Well, if there is nothing that you need,
I like to think that we haven't stopped, by the way. We're still just
you guys are leaving. Wait.
Varus, ever the gentleman.
Yeah, I can't just leave.
He has manners.
It would be impolite.
Me to a cow.
Well, Mr. Is it a boy or a
It's a
girl?
lady.
Okay.
Just with a very deep voice.
Well, Madam Cow it has been wonderful getting to meet you.
Okay.
Thank you for moving out of the way.
Uh-huh.
Can I point you in any direction? Are you looking for anything? Why are you here?
I don't know.
Boris.
Well,
Catch up.
it has been. It has been, and I'll just give her a little pat on the head,
Okay.
and I'll start walking back towards the carts.
I don't
Behind
stop.
you just hear, goodbye. the rest of you hear,
Yeah, this whole time I'm assuming it's just been.
yeah. That's all you guys have heard.
Solid.
So then that is your 13th day. That was the major event on your 13th day. So just fun,
Just a
so just
cow.
fun thing. I made this table, and what I put on the 12 roll was, I forgot that I put this here. The party finds a random cow. No amount of investigation reveals anything significant about the cow or where it came from. It's just, there's a cow.
It's just a cow.
Yeah. I was like, I'm just going to put it in the middle of the road and see what happens.
Nice.
So, okay. So that was day 13. Day 14.
I would like to wake up early to hunt down a damn deer with if it kills me.
Okay, make a survival check. I will say, okay, go.
Oh, well, that's a 1.
Okay. At this point, just with the multiple check to make,
Go back and get the cow.
pursuing and hunting a deer could take hours, and you all are like, you would have to potentially forego a night of sleep to follow some tracks that you could find to find one before the group left the next day on the trip.
I will give that a shot because, as far as I know,
Okay,
it's
so you
in
wanna
my
say-
contract that this is
So
happening.
you want to say the evening from day 13 to day 14. This night you're going to stay up. And,
Yeah.
Okay. Or I'll let you roll another. Now that you know this, I'll let you make another survival check.
Okay. 15.
Okay, you do find some tracks, and you follow them, and you do come across it's a deer path. Go ahead, just for the sake of us figuring out what it is, roll a stealth check.
12.
Okay, and then roll me a athletics check.
16.
Okay, so the stealth check was to see if you could snake on it. The athletics check is if you could get the drop on it. Because I'm assuming you're using your hand axe, your axe to kill it.
If I can get close enough, if not, I've got my javelin.
Okay, either way, we're going with the athletics. That's enough for you to kill the deer. To
Yay.
get and kill the deer. So, yeah, so you guys, as you all are coming through, you're coming out of your trance. Right before you were kind of going in your tent down, you saw that Kane kind of walked out. I feel like maybe he was just going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And you come out of your trance, the next morning, you come out of your tent, you wake up, Celty. There's no sign of Kane. And as you're beginning to look around for him, you see him come out of the woods with a deer across his shoulders.
Oh.
Oh, good.
And then as soon as I get back to camp, bleary-eyed, I would just walk up to the professor's door and just start banging on the door, going, "Happy birthday! Got you a deer."
The professor
I'll
opens it.
cast Toll the Dead just in the air for the bell.
Oh, bing,
Yeah.
bong. I think it's explained as like a dolorous bell. So
Yeah.
you just hear this
Bong.
bong, bong. And the professor opens. He goes, "What? Wait, King, what is that? Is that a deer?"
And I just kind of like lift up the head as it's still draped over my shoulder and just go, "Happy birthday!" Like move its mouth.
What? Why are you giving me a deer as a birthday present?
It was in the contract.
My birthday was yesterday.
Did I count wrong?
I don't recall ever telling you when my birthday was.
Well, it was in the secret message on the contract.
There's no secret message on the contract, Kane.
So you don't like being woken up with loud, surprising noises and deer?
No, not in the least bit. Especially not on my birthday.
Professor, you don't remember getting drunk and telling us this a few nights back.
Absolute. I don't remember ever consorting with you all in the evening.
You were plastered. You came out half dressed in your robe, just so excited about this trip.
I have turned a deer head to look at Salty.
Celty, for reasons beyond your understanding, I know for a fact that's a falsehood. So, Kane, do whatever you wish with the deer. Dodrin, can we please be off? And he just shuts the door.
The deer head just kind of droops down, and I just manipulate the mouth, and it goes, he doesn't want me.
That's interesting. Anyway, what do you want to do with the dude? Do you want to like keep it? Do you want to?
I'm throwing it in the back of the equipment.
Okay,
just toss it back
I'm
there.
having Varus drive while I skin and cut up the thing and butcher it.
Yeah, there's enough space. I'd
This
say
could be a good learning experience for him.
Don't tell him.
I'm too tired. I was about to say I'm too bleary-eyed to even think about that
Okay,
being a thing I was supposed to do.
the rest of your 14th day passes without an issue. So I'm not going to roll for the 15th day.
I hate you, Celtic.
Okay, I do need Kane. I need you to roll me a d20. There is going to be a random encounter.
Roll to confirm.
A singular 5?
Roll me.
Right, laugh.
Okay, real quick, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
It's not. I guarantee it's not what you guys.
Everybody or just Kane?
Natural 20 for a 24.
24. Okay.
Wait, am I exhausted from...
Yes.
Oh.
So yeah.
Okay, so unnatural 20.
Okay.
I mean, that works.
So that just reduces the damage time. Okay. So as you guys
I
head
thought
out,
you
and
said it wasn't
this fits because you are exhausted. As you guys are heading out, Kane, your foot hits a rock and you trip, and you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Of course I do.
And when you straighten up, something's a little off in that leg. And for the next 3 days, you walk with a limp. And your maximum speed for the next 3 days is reduced by 10. So instead of 30 feet, you have a maximum speed of 20 feet.
Twisted your ankle.
Yep.
Of course.
Wait, so, all right. So, how many days is it?
That was day
Well, no. Does he have to deal with that?
3. So including today, which is day 14. No, day 15.
Mm-hmm.
If I the next day prepared lesser restoration, would that speed it up?
You already beat me to it.
It would take a day off of it, I would say.
Okay. Because, I mean, he'd get the health back after
Yeah.
a rest. So I'll do that. I'll
Also
change out.
2.
Okay. Okay, so
Yeah.
So day 15, you have the limp. He does it. So pretty much day 16 will be the only day that you have the limp persisting. Because that's the only thing that happened to you guys on day
Gotcha.
15 was pain trip.
Too tired.
Okay, let me see about those days. Oh, God. Okay, Varus, it's back to you. Roll
boy.
another number that requires a...
Oh no.
I don't know. I don't like
So
they
this
said,
is
oh
day,
god.
so
Yeah.
day 16. Let's see what happens.
They said, oh god.
No, it's just because I rolled another one that required a
18.
18.
See, I thought
We're
there
getting
was,
up
like,
into the woods. It's
there's,
getting
like,
worse.
a no danger
Yeah,
table.
and you guys are now
a slightly
high in
danger
the mountains.
table.
You guys are on day 14, left the trail proper. So
Okay.
you guys are
Okay.
it's not like hard to go through, but you guys are on uneven terrain moving
Yeah.
toward further in these like mountains between like valleys and things like that.
Cool.
Okay. So, okay. As twilight comes on day 16.
Mhm.
No, not twilight. Sorry. Mid-afternoon on day 16.
Okay.
You guys are moving through a valley. It's actually one of the few places where you guys have moved through on this journey that is devoid of many trees. You guys are actually going through a pretty grassy, like open valley where you guys see these mountain peaks open up above you.
Mm-hmm.
And then all three of you feel a tingle on the back of your neck. And the light around you becomes strange.
Uh-oh.
And you all look up and you see the moon has moved in front of the sun. And there's a solar eclipse occurring.
Okay.
Oh.
And as that's happening, though, you all see and feel your hands and your arms. This hair, for you, your scales came. It's all just tingling and pulsing. And you all just stop dead. And Dodrin's looking at the three of you, goes, what's happening? And you all see this amber, radiant light glowing around you. And then just as quickly, it's almost as though all three of you blink and it's back to middle of the afternoon. But you feel somehow in your bones a reinforcement of some kind. So functionally, for the next 7 days,
7 days.
you all have resistance to all non-magical damage.
What?
Oh!
So if I'm
And this
What?
was on a table?
I put this in here as maybe I was like, this would be kind of fun if it happened. I doubt it will.
It just happened.
And it
So
just happened.
if we
Your
get into-
god just blessed
I was
us.
gonna say, if we get into a fight and I
don't-
rage, does that mean I get double resistance?
Double resistance doesn't exist.
Figured I'd ask.
That's immunity. Aw.
No, just
I
resistance.
am immune.
Yeah, so for 7 days, you guys have resistance to non-magical damage.
And what day?
Wow.
We're on what day?
Day 16.
Day 16. Okay.
You guys are set to get in the area of the monastery in like 5 days. 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
Could be pretty clutch.
So, wow. I shouldn't have put that on there. I always like the idea of you guys like getting cool stuff.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Okay, so that's day
Can
16.
I make a, like,
Make a religion check.
yeah,
That seems pretty pointed.
religion. 17.
You have heard rumors of such blessings being bestowed by Cadwin, your god, in the past, but you had never really, you thought it was more just like embellishment of little things. And what you know, though, is that if it is what you think it is, nowhere else in the world was that solar eclipse witnessed. Just above you all, by you.
Okay.
And I'm sitting in the corner, or sitting next to you, just muttering thanks to Bahamut.
But with the DC 17, that's all you really are able to discern.
Good question. Did Fellows get that buff? Or was he inside and therefore not
Well,
affected?
if you remember, Dodrin said what's happening to you guys.
To us.
So it just happened to the three
Oh.
of you.
I thought it would have hit Dodrin too, since he
He didn't even.
It didn't happen to Dodrin.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so when
What's up, bud?
when Dodrin says that,
Yeah, when he says what's happening to you guys, he meant literally what's happening to the three of you. Because he didn't have that happening to him. He was
Gotcha.
watching this light radiating out from your bodies.
yeah.
And I will say, the next few days, you guys notice that Dodrin's a little weary of you guys, and but not in like he's like uncomfortable around you. More in a, you start picking up that he starts thinking that maybe you guys are like demigods. You guys have
I thought you were saying like
you guys have-
werewolves.
You guys know, like you guys have been like chosen by the god Foltus to save the world, kind of stuff. So he starts looking at you guys, and he's like, "Wow, you guys are. I mean, you guys were glowing and everything. I mean, that was wow."
I didn't think we were due for a solar eclipse anytime soon. That was truly unexpected.
They tend to sneak up on you sometimes.
I think that's not true.
In my experience. It is in my experience. I guess just a right time, right place sort of thing.
That's not.
That's not how astrology works.
Astrology. I'm sure that's how that works.
Damn it.
Ooh.
Hey, in D&D, it's like the same fucking shit.
It's true.
It's cosmology.
Cosmology. Okay. Yeah. So that was day 16. At dinner that night, Professor Fellows is kind of like, "What's got all of you in a weird mood? I mean, you're all looking at yourselves like, yo, what's going on? What happened?"
Vars is about to cook some deer.
I'm sorry.
"Oh, I will retire to my wagon then. Good evening."
You don't want any of the
He
deer?
just gets up and goes in his wagon.
Well,
I don't know why that's so insulting to him.
I am insulted. I don't even know how to cook a deer.
That's why we're learning.
He must have taken an old contract from someone else and just put his name in the ledger. And that invisible ink that's why this is so weird. That's why he didn't that explains it. He plagiarized
Roll
a
another
contract.
deception
I was going to
check.
say, can I?
He plagiarized a contract.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Let's just see what he rolls.
18.
Okay, roll your insight.
I feel like I picked the wrong domain.
Yeah, you should have been tricked.
Trickery.
19.
Wait, is insight?
0.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
So just a
You
solid
should-
straight 19.
Yeah, so you know that it's much of BS.
Anyway, that'd be a funny joke, wouldn't it?
I just look at Varus and I go, you're cooking. She's helping you and gets everything you need.
am I going to need a lot?
I don't know. You're the star chef.
Oh.
And
Come
I
on,
just-
chef! And I pull out a knife, and I'm gonna start cleaning. Oh, you already cleaned the deer.
Yeah,
It's just been sitting
I
in
already
the-
butchered it.
All right.
The wagon
Broke
rotting.
it up. Yeah.
I'll start getting out some big pots and like. Do you want to barbecue this or stew it? I recommend stewing.
Then let's do that.
And while they're doing this, I'm just sitting and angrily
There
praying to
are so
Bahamut.
in the equipment there are cook's utensils in the equipment that you guys have.
Okay.
So that and whoever's been cooking in the evenings has been using it. Give me 1 second to look something up real quick.
Yeah, I'm angrily praying to Bahamut while you guys are cooking, by the way. Just like, give me strength. Don't let... Just mutter to myself, just not again. Not gonna get angry again. Not gonna do it.
As I'm like
Remember what happened last time.
preparing like the chopped vegetables or whatever we have to go in the stew, I'm also gonna pour like a tankard of ale and set it down next to Kane.
Okay.
Like a quasi apology with a little shot glass of whiskey next to it.
And what you see is, I don't stop saying my prayer. I just start drinking. So you
While you're
Okay.
Solid.
Okay, Varus.
Yep.
So you're cooking a deer.
I'm sure
You've never
trying.
You've never cooked deer before in your life.
I've barely cooked.
So I am going to say that cooking is intelligence based
Okay.
because to me that makes sense.
Yeah, that tracks.
So I want you to make an intelligence check for me because you're not proficient in cook's utensils, right?
Not that I'm aware of. I would be
Make
shocked.
an intelligence check at disadvantage.
Well, can I aid him
Okay.
since I got put on like sous chef?
yeah, sure. Then just make a straight roll.
Okay.
Negates disadvantage.
We shall.
Oh, that's a natural 19.
Okay.
I think +1 maybe. Yeah, +1. Total 20.
Somehow, through some way that the two of you and Dodrin are just baffled by somehow,
He's a chef savant.
in some way, Vars is able to take the knowledge that he gained and learn how to cook a chicken, and somehow masterfully prepares a deer over a campfire. The two skills shouldn't be related; it should be different prep. But somehow, this is probably one of the better over a campfire cooked meals that you definitely ever had, Kane. And you don't understand how this very affluent, from money high elf from a different land is somehow preparing these meals so expertly.
You're getting a smug look right now, too.
The look a chef gives to everyone after he got his first Michelin star. Like,
Yeah, I know it's good.
I just take a bite and shrug and just go, yeah, doing good. Still haven't killed it yet,
That's just true.
but doing good.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
I
Okay.
just lean over to Doja and I go, I don't have to cook anymore now.
Have you ever?
yeah, I'm pretty sure Dodrin's
Wait,
been the
what?
one cooking.
Doja's been cooking every other night.
Well, no one told Kane. He's been sitting there roasting some little shit on the stick.
Okay.
You just have your own little campfire with like a frog on a
I
stick.
didn't think I was chopping down that tree. I needed wood for my own
Oh,
campfire.
All right. Well, that's day 16.
Solid.
Day 17 comes. Let me see what happens.
Give.
Okay. Day 17 is fine.
Smooth
That's
sailing.
occurs. So that's now 6 days left on that blessing.
Okay.
Yep.
That's day 17. Okay, day 18. Okay. So Vars, you just rolled, right?
Yeah, Bart, it's just roll.
Okay,
Yes.
so Celti,
Yes.
Landon, go ahead
Mhm.
and roll a d20 for me.
2.
Okay.
Could be good. Could be bad. Who knows?
So, you're going down, or not going down a road, but you guys are traveling, and you guys coming to the end of the valley where the mountain peaks start to come back together. You guys can go through this opening and enter another valley. As you're over there, you see out in front of your path steps this man. and his arms are folded in front of him. He looks like he hasn't bathed in months. His hair is long, greasy. He wears this kind of leather armor that's just patchwork together. At his side is the scimitar, and he goes, "Halt there, lads!"
I just go, here we go. I put my small great axe in my hand. And I lean over and pull the window that the professor stuck his head out before, and I just go, might want to lock your door, professor. Not pro. No.
There's no response.
I warned him.
Hey, I'm talking to you lot.
Hi.
Just keep driving.
How's it going?
As you all approach, you see 5 more come from out of the trees around you guys, and the guy to surround you. The man who was addressing you before, he goes, "This here is the region of the Free Riders. So, who are you lot? Why are you in our valley?"
We're the Professor's Fellowship. Fellowship.
The what? And there's like a you want like a bunch of bards or something? Like what? What's that?
Yeah, we can sing you a lullaby. And I
You
cast
see-
sleep on him and anybody next to him.
So cast sleep on
Cast sleep at
centered-
second level,
Okay.
centered on the
guy who was addressing you.
Yes.
Okay.
So 38 points of sleep.
You see the guy who was addressing you, and the 2 next to him all just slump to the ground and fall asleep. The other 3 guys go, "What?" One of the guys goes, "What? Oh, how was what? What'd you do? What'd you do to Dave?"
Rockabye baby.
"No, you stop it!" And he pulls out his scimitar and he points at you. He goes, "You fix them right now. Are they dead? What'd you do to them?"
No, I just sang them a lullaby. I can sing you a nasty...
intimidation check.
Deception.
A dissemination check.
A dissemination check?
Dissemination?
Which one do you want? They're the same, so it's a 7.
And he goes, "I'm gonna gut you like a fish." I need you guys to roll for initiative.
I love sleep. It's a fun spell.
Okay, Kane, what'd you roll on initiative?
16?
Varus.
I'm trying to remember my initiative bonus. I think it's just +1. Yeah, it is. So 15.
All right, and Salty.
14.
Wow, you guys nice little line right there. And then Dodrin. Yeah, okay, got him. Okay. All right, top of the round, Kane, you go. So 3 of the guys are asleep.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say that your 2 wagons are side by side.
Yep.
There are 2 guys kind of off to the right and 1 guy off to the left. The guy who's off to the left is the one who pulled out his sword and is pointing it threateningly at Salty.
Okay.
But not the one who did...
The one that you addressed was the first one to fall asleep because that's who you said you were sitting right on.
Yeah, okay.
So
cool.
he's asleep.
Gotcha.
That's Dave.
Gotcha.
So the one that's talking to us, I'd like to hop down off the cart
Okay.
and just while whistling to myself, or first I say small, pull out my great axe and just whistle kind of like, I can't remember the melody from A Clockwork Orange, but I just start twirling my great axe as I'm walking towards him.
Okay.
And then I just scratch my V, rage, and just smack him.
Okay.
So,
Coming in hot.
yes. First off, I need it's +2. Okay. Yeah. Great axe smack. That would be a 19.
That'll hit.
Where's my D12? Oh, God. Right? Yeah. 7 plus 9 points of slashing. Oh, plus I forgot. I've turned to level 3. Plus divine fury.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, on your first attack of the round.
Yep.
Nice.
An extra 5 points of radiant damage on that.
So
So it was 9 plus... This was 14 total.
Yeah, you guys see Kane just walks up to this guy. He's whistling. Takes his great axe. And you guys see him just, like, he doesn't even use the blade. Blunt in and just, boom, and you guys see this guy just crumples to the ground. Dead. He's dead.
gone.
Hold on a second.
So yeah, too late to say possibly not lethal, but never mind.
Yeah, it's a little late for that.
I definitely didn't think about that
You
one.
have to say that before.
Yeah.
Is he dead or just unconscious?
He is fucking dead.
Oh, God.
And as I end my turn, I just
Cool.
kind of look at the next one in line, just still whistling.
Okay. Yeah, that is your turn. That'll bring it to Varus. So they're now just the two on the right, and the three guys that are asleep who are going to wake up to find one of their friends fucking murdered.
How are the other two handling the situation?
They're just kind of like wide-eyed and like jaws down, just like 1,000-yard stare. Like they're look like they're they have their weapons drawn, but they're just kind of like, what?
I'll go ahead and bonus action shillelagh my staff to be ready if anything happens. But I'm just gonna say now, boys, I don't think we want this to go any further than it has, do we?
Roll a persuasion check.
Nice.
Ooh, that's a good roll. This is gonna be faster. Persuasion. That is a total 20.
You guys are rolling really
Nice.
well on stuff.
Yeah.
They both look at each other, look back at you. They go, "We don't. Whatever. Please, don't kill us."
I really don't want to.
So they both just drop their weapons and put their hands up.
All right.
So I'll let a full round go through, and if no one else does anything, then I'll say combat's over. So Varus is saying that's your turn.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Salty, it's your turn.
Yeah. It's a shame about your friend there. All right, you two up against the tree.
Okay.
And I'll get some rope out, to tie.
Okay.
I'm gonna I want to tie, start either tying up the.
No, you don't. You can't do all that.
No. I'm actually gonna.
6 seconds.
I'm gonna tie up the sleeping ones.
You can't do all that.
I can't. Okay.
You can say it, get your rope out, and go over to them. That's about all you can do.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. Yeah. So you do that. It's Dodrin's up, and Dodrin just stands up, and he's remembering sneaking past the hill giant, and he just kind of goes, "Yeah, bitches," and you guys. This rainbow-colored spinning sphere appear in his hand. He just hurls it up in the sky, and you see it crackles into lightning. And he goes, "Yeah!"
Okay.
And these two bandits just run to a tree. They go, "Oh my god! I didn't think I cast magic. That's fucking weird, man. It's fucking magic users, man. They're scary as hell." And they just have their hands up on this tree, and they're like, "Please don't kill us." And you see that they've both wet themselves. So yeah, so I'm gonna say that's the end of combat.
/flex.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he can cast Chaos Bolt, so I want him to cast Chaos.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
I'm just gonna yell over to the other two and just go, "I'm sorry, I got some new power. Didn't mean to hit him that hard. Just meant to knock him out. I'm sorry."
They're just crying.
Oops.
Now, boys, this is a lesson that you have come out relatively unscathed. What are you going to do with the rest?
Killed our friend.
Don't focus on what we did. What are you going to do with the rest of your lives?
Not fucking this, man.
That's a good choice. Now, you take Dave.
Dave's gonna be so pissed.
And tell him what happened to... What was your friend that is crumpled over there? What was his name?
Squishy, I think.
His name was Bart.
Tell him if he keeps doing this, he's probably going to end up like Bart. Because there are more people around, much more powerful than we are.
But, it's his cousin, you know? It's like...
Ooh. Well, you know what? Here's 2 gold for the funeral.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna kill us too?
Not unless you try to rob us again.
I know.
In fact, I'm going to, I'll cast...
No.
I don't have it. Never mind. I don't have it prepared.
Did we tie up the 3? I know
Well,
you said you were going to, but
You can if you want to.
yeah, I'll just tie up the the 3 that are asleep.
Okay.
Because I'm not worried about the other 2. They've
Yeah.
learned.
Yeah.
I would like to tap on Dave to try to
Oh, wake him up.
wake him up.
You can just smack him across the face and do 1 point of damage.
What?
Tap.
What?
And I just crouch in front of him with the great axe over
And
his shoulder.
as you do, you see his eyes go wide. He goes, What happened? Oh,
You got the better end of the deal.
what? What are you doing? And he now sees his cousin. What did you do? Why did you kill him?
You got the better end of the deal.
You just wanted your food, man. What? Oh my. And he just starts crawling toward his cousin's body.
Just go, well, this is an unfortunate lesson.
He's now kind of in a crouched position over his cousin, kind of pulls him. He looks at you, goes, and he's just glaring at you. And he goes,
Now, boys, what do we tell Dave about the lesson?
and I will kill all of you. And he picks up his cousin's body. He goes, let's go. And he just turns and he starts walking.
He's tied
up.
Oh, you tied him up?
Yeah,
I tied up the sleeping ones.
Well, but he still crawled over to his cousin's body. And he still said all this to you.
Now, Dave, was it? Dave?
Sure, I don't remember what I said.
It was Dave.
It was Dave.
I'll call you Dave.
Dave, listen. In the future...
He just spits in your face.
That's fair. In the future...
Don't talk to me.
Now, Bart started, pointing his scimitar and swinging it around at us, and we just had to defend ourselves.
By killing him?
Well, he was swinging a scimitar around. What do you think a scimitar is for?
If he was listening to my orders, he shouldn't have actually attacked you.
Well, he was doing a good job at acting like he was going to attack us.
That's what we do.
Have you tried just asking for food? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, yeah, because people out here in the wilderness are just going to give you their food.
I've got half a deer that if you just asked, you would have had.
And he's just not responding to you at this point.
Okay.
Well,
Should we take their hands? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Jojo goes, that's kind of dark, guys.
I'm kidding. We've done enough damage.
Yep.
And if you need us,
spare the dying and everything, but
Yeah.
He did.
Well, Dave, if you're wanting to find us, we're going northwest. Taking a long route, but we're going northwest. All right, let's get going.
We're not, but I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, I know we're not. That is very much intentional.
As we start writing up, very obviously not Northwest.
Dave, the way I see it, you have a choice.
So did you.
Well, I didn't kill Bart, but
Hello.
but you had a choice today when you tried to extort innocent travelers of their food.
Well, you're not really innocent anymore, are you?
Self-defense, I don't think that's a crime. But anyway, that choice did not end up very well for your cousin Bart here. I would think carefully about the choices you make in the future.
Oh, I'll think about it long and hard. Don't you worry about that.
Okay. And I cast blindness on him.
We are such dicks.
Okay.
He's gonna have to rely on his friends to get around.
What is the save on that one?
Let's see here. A con save of 13.
16.
Oh, cool. Wow.
So you cast it, you see it, almost through just his anger, it just doesn't take hold on him. And he's just glaring hard at all three of you, four of you, including Dodrin.
Fair enough.
You slept through the fireworks show.
And the two guys that are up against the tree, they're like, Dave, man, stop. Like, these guys are no joke. Like, they took him out in one hit. And Dave just goes, shut up, you fucking simpletons.
I think we should go
Yeah. As we ride, I'm assuming we're going. We're just gonna go.
Should we consult the professor on this?
He's just gonna be.
He
grumpy.
is our boss.
He's just gonna be grumpy.
Can we just leave them?
Let's loop the professor in when we're a little bit past the situation.
Okay, I agree.
Varus, pass without a trace in case they try to track us. He's saying this kind of quietly over the side. You guys, might not be a bad idea.
That's I agree. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Should we leave them some food?
I gave them 2 gold for a funeral.
Also, as we start to ride away, is Dave still laying on his face? Like,
No, he's on his side next to his cousin's
I
corpse.
drop a bag with half a deer in it on top of him.
He kind of tells us, and he just starts like manically screaming and cursing you.
And as we ride away, I just go, should have asked for it.
That did not go well.
Might as well.
No,
everyone go ahead and roll a stealth check.
That could have. Oh God,
Could have gone much worse.
it could have gone much better too. It's,
It definitely could have gone better. What's my stealth modifier again?
Honestly, it was the one hit kill that sealed the deal on that one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, what was it?
7 for me.
Plus 10?
Oh, 17 then.
Okay.
Oh, right. I forgot about the plus 10. 18 then.
18?
19.
19? Okay.
No 30 for me today.
Dodrin got a 17. So, okay, cool. Yeah, so you guys, as the day goes on, you don't see, this is what, day 17 I said? Yeah, 17.
Yes.
Or no, 18.
Is it 18? Okay.
Yeah, I've been keeping track.
Okay, cool. It's day 18. Thank you. I have it tracked, but I just don't have that tab open. So the rest of your 18th day of travel, this group calling themselves the Free Riders don't seem to be following you.
Yet.
So you guys make camp that night. Professor Fellows comes out. Dodrin does inform him of what happened, and Professor Fellows goes, "Oh bugger! Well, did you all handle yourselves? I mean, the way that you thought it had to be handled. I'll trust your judgment. I wasn't there, of course."
Yes, I think we handled it as well as we could have. They were much weaker than they seemed to be, and that kind of ended poorly for them. But we offered to make amends as best we could, but they were not having it at all.
I don't think we were followed, but I think we should find an alternative route down, if at all possible.
Well, that's certainly. Well, when we come down, we can maybe, I don't know, head to Devonshire or something first for a stop off before we head back to Port Mara. So yes, well, we can certainly take a different route out of the mountains. Well, I'm not going to say good job because you did just murder a man in cold blood, but I will say
self-defense.
believe that you all made the choices you had to make. And Professor Fellows goes back into his wagon as you all bed down after murder hoboing someone. I'm kidding. I know it wasn't that. I just I'm just enjoying messing with you guys for killing a guy.
He was threatening.
But
albeit I did it in a very serial killer way.
Yeah. And
you said the Clockwork Orange whistle.
Yeah, and you had to add on that divine fury. You just had to
It's my first time to actually use it.
I know, and you guys might have just made a returning.
This is
guy who's gonna hunt you down.
Narratively, it felt
Anyways,
real time.
We'll talk about this a little bit when we stop recording. But I want to say thank you guys for listening. I do want to give a quick shout out. If you guys are enjoying our podcast and listening to it, we have some friends that are making a podcast. They're in their second season, the Expert Nerd Podcast. They're trying to release about once a week. It's good friends of ours, Matt and Avery. And if you guys like anything nerd related, video games, comic books, movies, just anything in that sphere, give them a listen because they just talk about stuff. One of their first episodes was them talking about the Star Wars universe and just kind of different takes and opinions on it. So it's a fun podcast. So I encourage you guys to give it a listen. And for us, you guys can hit us up on social media. Let us know what you think at Cantrip Cocktail on Instagram and Twitter. And so with that, we'll say, see you guys next time.